Okay, hey guys, we're doing a little video here on the blackout in New York City, um, and I got a newspaper from July 15th, 1977, and if you haven't heard about the New York City blackout, you should check it out. It's pretty much a good um, a good warning to people if it's a situation that happens that there's a lot of people without basic resources. In this case, it was electricity. And this is 1977. What did we exactly have, as far as, electronics back in that era? We had television, radio. A lot of people had battery operated radios back then. I think that was like a fad. So let's see, computers. Was that like Mac era? I'm not sure if barely is it. I don't know. I have to look that up. Was the Macintosh around? Anyway, those basic. I think it was Pong. There was arcades, but we not as independent as we are today. So I got curious about what happened during this event. There was a lot of looting going on. Here's a front page. I got this off eBay from New York, somewhere in New York. Subways roll. It says that up there. I'm gonna pick this up in a minute. Fires, looting, ease. 3,500 arrested. So I just looked at this today. So what we have is a couple of articles, and it's showing the lights coming on. We're talking about. This is 3,400 jailed, almost 600 cops hurt in a 25-hour period. So we're talking, one day. So the buses, apparently the subways were down, but the buses took most of the people during the outage. This is an article about the power outage and where it started. And there's a documentary on YouTube about this. I think it was from like KQED or PBS or something like that. And it talks about the cause of it, and it was preventable. And there's a couple of videos, not much online. So this is why I wanted to make this video. And let me drop that light down a little bit. So Jimmy Breslin, he says. Ernie Bly, a gun in hand, a German Shepherd at the heels, stood in the doorway that is downstairs from his tailor shop in Utica Avenue, which is a street in Brooklyn that is ending the conceit that the poor always can be expected to behave in an emergency. He's going to go on black deeds done in dark. This is going to be pretty harsh on the people who are doing this. So, and here's a guy. Wonder what he's doing now. I looked at it upside down. It's yellow cake. Looks like Betty Crocker. That little that spoon. I'll flip it over later. And here's a map of the affected. This is where the looting happened. All the different locations. And if you like this video, just let me know. I'll make more of them. I'll get more detailed. This might be a new kind of cool thing. So here's a nurse. She's at Bellevue Hospital. They worked, they had generators. Here's some sort of lamp, electric, battery powered or something. She got sunglasses on. That's pretty interesting. Okay, mouth breath machines. Look at the breathing machines. And if you keep up on the news, the fires in Napa Valley and Sonoma County, when the hospitals was evacuated because of the fire. So hospitals are susceptible. They do have generators, but in the case of Santa Rosa, smoke was getting into the hospital. So I'm not sure what this article is about. Recounting abrupt conclusion of the National Ballet. I don't know who these people are. Garage door can't open, no red lights to run. The line worked then. I was telling a girl, I'm 26 years old. Godfrey Peter Van Author, one of the pub's proprietors, he was laughing because it was the same line he used on another girl. Anyway, it's a little funny hijinks, I guess. Biz loses millions and pay less Friday. So the business blackout costs businesses and industries here millions of dollars. Okay, the loss of industry, and this is like pre-electronics. I mean, they had cash registers, like little buttons on it and stuff. So, blackout guide, food. Okay, this is kind of cool. This might be interesting to delve into a little more. How to survive food poisoning. Talk about food poisoning, food going bad, mayonnaise, telling you what to throw out, what to keep. Your pay. What's this about? Firms that will pay all their employees, including Chemical Bank, Exxon, Brooklyn, Union Gas. So some people are getting paid. Here's a suggestion for a basic survival kit. When you're caught flat-footed, when the lights go out. But anyhow, here's the blackout survival kit. I wish I had the foresight to assemble before it was too late. So, flashlight. Be prepared to spend about $25. What's this? If you can afford it. A hurricane lamp. That's interesting. They cost $25 back then. You can probably get one for cheaper now. Okay, here's lawsuits, insurance, health. This is some sort of not too interested in this page. Well, here's an article about what's her name? Hemingway. Where's the article? Mary Hemingway, and she came in she was scoping out a movie site in Cuba, and she came by limousine, and she had to use a lantern and carry her luggage somewhere. So that's interesting. Here's a socialite, kitty heart. There's a dog. I'm not sure what that. So there's something some personal stories. Oh, there's Frank Sinatra. He was separated from someone. His wife apparently was hanging out with the Wagners. And what is this? TV put on air again, gets power. I guess TV was out. Here's Dominic Sinelli gathers gobs of melted ice cream from freezer that failed along with the city's power. Okay, that's pretty obvious. Light talk by Con Ed. Okay, Con Ed was the company that was running or built the utility, the power station. So they're getting a little heat in the situation. All right, so we're on page 11. I'm going a little long on this. So we're gonna have some looting pictures here. Fireman injured, baby killed in blackout blazes. Oh, okay, I didn't know about that. Here's a photo essay. I'll run through this really quickly. There's the lights, talking about getting on the bus. There's people sitting around Empire State Building, I believe. The lights that failed. Lights glow in Midtown Waterside Con Ed plant as traffic passes on the East Side Drive. Okay, who's this? Gene Simmons climbs 4 flights to rehearsal. This is like Hollywood and making light of everything outside PJ's. I guess disco was in. The Waldorf Hotel. Con Ed's Bruce Lee explains almost all. He must be the CEO. He's probably under pressure. Brooklyn Bridge. Subway. Looted store. Store owner with a machete. Okay, he's going to keep his stuff, it looks like. So that's a lesson. Protect your stuff. They caught looters. Got a lot of stuff. They're arresting someone. Firehouse, cool, potential looters. They're hosing people down. This is like insanity. This is complete chaos. So that's why I was interested in this. So now we have actual pictures. what is that called? Bootery. Oh, yeah, the shoe stores. As usual, the shoes are the most popular thing. Oh yeah, this guy caught with sneakers. So it was really hot in that month in July. I mean, that the whole month and week was really hot. People were setting fires on purpose, and was going on regardless of the outage. Here's a fire on Wall Street. So there's people were lighting things on fire. They were. This is prior. This New York was a bit crazy, and they're getting insurance. They'll just use it to like get the police out and watch it burn just for fun. There's a lot of drugs and alcohol. People are just falling around in the streets. America wasn't as tip top as it seems in some cities now. So you can look that up. The whole '70s New York City. Okay, subways, Ma Bell, night ring with a wind. So maybe the 9/11 was popular usually as soon as. Okay, so let me read. I'm gonna read that. Looks like the telephone stayed on. Flights are grounded. Goodbye. Heroes, villains share stage. Okay, this is that Jimmy Breslin. I can't wait to read that. Though there was also a blackout in '65, and apparently it was no looting. What changed? Not sure. Yonkville, it was a blackout. Okay, sorry about the shadows. Okay, I'm just going to go through here. The pictures are what we were looking for in a couple of commentaries. That this is going to be an interesting read. So I may scan this at some point. I've got a scanner here. Got to see if it works, and then I'm going to post this probably, or I'll just go through it with video like I'm doing here. So, okay, I'm not sure what this is all about. Politics. Some more shopping carts filled with boxes. Looting spree in Harlem. And then the good old Statue of Liberty lit up all through the night. As the city stumbles through darkness, the Statue of Liberty glows as ever in the harbor. This may prove to be the clincher in the age-old argument whether she belongs in New York City or New Jersey. There were no lights in New York Sea, but New Jersey was burning brightly. Ergo, she belongs in New Jersey. So, anyway, look it up. Maybe you can get this online. I'm not sure. New York. The Daily News, New York, Friday, July 15th, 1977. It's the special 28-page blackout section in the final volume 59, number 17, if that helps any researchers. All right. If you like this, let me know.